Well, we were interested in the idea that kids today are not playing outside as much as they used to, and this is a problem for health reasons and just sort of healthy development of children in general.
I mean, I think it is important to get outside. I mean, even when it's hot and steamy and miserable, I think it's important to get outside.
So we had about 2,500 mothers from 20 large U.S. cities across the United States, and this is a study designed to focus on sort of family development. It's called the Fragile Families and Child Wellbeing Study. And so one piece of the study was asking this question about mom's fears. Our question was super specific. So the question was, are you afraid to let your child play outside due to violence?
Kidnappings, different assaults, people abusing him, just all the fears, anything bad that can happen.
So if you were living in a poor neighborhood, you might be more fearful of violence. Although interestingly, we found that crime rates in the different cities for the mothers had no impact on maternal fear. The factors that were closer to the mom were much more important predictors of whether she was fearful or not.
You're still in fear, okay? You're a neighbor, you don't know them, or somebody might come by, just at one little moment you turn around, he might be gone.
We weren't surprised to find that neighborhood poverty was associated with greater maternal fear of allowing the child to play outside. That was pretty much what we expected. We didn't expect that maternal mental health would be such an important factor. So moms who are depressed are more likely to be fearful. And something else that we found was that even though neighborhood poverty was a strong predictor of fear, even moms living in poor neighborhoods did have some factors that protected them from being fearful. So one factor was positive mental health or sound mental health. If they had good mental health, even if they lived in a poor neighborhood, they were less likely to be fearful.
One of the reasons why we actually come here is because it's a nice, clean place, and it's not gangs and drugs and stuff. It's not something I actually have to think about while I'm here. I could have him out here and it's pretty safe. But in some neighborhoods, especially where I grew up, it was, you didn't go to certain areas because you didn't know what could happen.
If mothers feel like their neighbors share their values and attitudes, they're less likely to be fearful. And so even moms in poor neighborhoods, if they felt like their neighbors, if they knew them and they sort of had things in common, they were less likely to be fearful. So that kind of neighborhood social cohesion is something that is potentially could be policy driven. So we can encourage people to get out and meet their neighbors and get to know them. If you feel like you have neighbors who might be looking out for your child while they're outside, that's going to help you.